Hi, this is Dr. Raghu DK, consultant gastroenterologist at Apollo Hospitals, Jubilee Hills. In continuation with our previous topic about inflammatory bowel disease, how to diagnose and manage it, today we'll talk specifically about the treatment of inflammatory bowel disease. So depending on the type of inflammatory bowel disease, like I said, Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, there are some minor variations in the treatment, exactly because Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis can have different pathologies sometimes. Ulcerative colitis just affects the large intestine, whereas Crohn's can affect anywhere from the mouth to the anal opening. So more fistula formations happen, more abscess formation happens in Crohn's disease. So there's a different mode of treatment for Crohn's disease. And also the age of the patient also plays a role in the treatment modalities. There are several theories that have been used and several schools of thought. One is the step-up treatment regimen, the other one is the top-down treatment regimen, and depending on the regimen that you use, the medications do vary. So inflammatory bowel disease, as the name suggests, being an inflammatory condition of the intestines, we use anti-inflammatory medications. The first line being aminosalicylate medications, which do tend to reduce the inflammation. The aminosalicylates can be given either orally in the form of tablets, or they can be given per rectally from the anus itself, either as a suppository or as an enema, depending on the area that needs to be reached. Along with the aminosalicylates, corticosteroids also can be used as anti-inflammatory medications, which do help significantly, but the only downside being cannot be used over a longer period of time due to its impact on the patient's body immunity. Frequently, we also use antibiotics when patients tend to have a flare of their IBD. So that is the mainstay of treatment. Once patients who have been treated with these anti-inflammatory medications and steroids and antibiotics, and we have ruled out superadded infections, and the patient has not been responding, we go to the next line of treatment, which would be the immunomodulator medications such as 6-mercaptopurine, azathioprine, methotrexate, and various other medications which work as immunomodulators. Still can be given orally, these medications. That's the second line of treatment in the step-up regimen. And finally, the third line of medications would be the newer medications that have been out for the past few years called biologic agents, such as the adalimumab, the infliximab, the certolizumab, and golimumab. All these are the newer biologic agents that have been used as final step treatment for the inflammatory bowel disease. Along with these modality of treatments, there are some other surgical management options also for patients with slightly advanced IBD, such as toxic megacolon, such as abscesses, such as fistulas. So surgical management can be used in these patients if there is a bowel obstruction, if there is perforation of the bowel. So early involvement of the surgeon with surgical resection of the obstructed area or the perforated viscus should be encouraged. So medical management, and in the serious cases, you tend to go towards surgical management. Thank you.